Today is Saturday. We hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. As you can see, Eric and I are out and about walking, getting our fitness in today.
Like everybody else. People are going to be so fit when all of this is over with, because all you see now is people walking.
You guys will have to leave a comment below. Let me know, are you guys ramping up your fitness? Have you guys ramped up your fitness since all of this has started? I think the only thing that we can do as people to remain sane during these times is, you know, just try to get our workout on. So like Eric said, just everybody's out. People you've never seen out working out before are out working out now. I have on my Faith Over Fear shirt, Faith Over Fear. We don't have our masks on, but Eric and I have absolutely started wearing our masks when we go out, when we know we're gonna actually be around other people and we are kind of unable to keep our distance. And so that would be just, you know, the grocery store. That's really the only place we're going. But here in the park, which is where we are right now,
it's pretty spread out.
Yeah, and as you guys can see, there's really no one around.
So of course, what else have we been doing other than going to the grocery store in the park, which is about all you can do? Like a lot of y'all, we've been Netflix and chilling, Hulu and chilling, YouTube and chilling. We don't have Disney Plus yet. We might even have to break down and get Disney Plus. I don't know.
I would love that.
But so like everybody else, you know, we watched Tiger King. Of course, I don't even know if we need to talk about that. That was bananas.
Did y'all watch Tiger King? That was crazy. I think you started watching it before me.
Yeah, and then you caught up.
And then it's like every episode that I watch, you'd be like, keep watching. It gets even more crazy.
Yeah, you think one episode is just the craziest stuff you've ever seen, and it gets worse. But I'm sure enough people have talked about that. What I'm watching now is, I think, How to Fix a Drug Scandal, which is also on Netflix. It's about, and I guess I can give it away because it's a documentary, but basically these two drug labs in Massachusetts were mishandling the drug evidence and putting people away based on mishandled evidence.
Now, who was it the entire lab, or was it just somebody?
It was two women. So spoiler alert, stop watching if you want to watch it. But it was two women that worked in the lab that I've only gotten through like half the first episode, but they basically became drug addicts themselves, from what I can gather, which you can kind of understand, because if you're handling drugs all day, you know, and if you know, have an addictive personality, you might eventually, which brings up a larger point, and we don't get, you know, too political on this channel, but just the whole, when you look at the quote-unquote war on drugs, and when you watch something like that and just see how, you know, we've put people away for years and years and years for drug offenses, and you know, my preference would be that the people that need to go to jail are the rapists and the child molesters and the murderers. The drug offenses, I'm like, you know, at this point, it's been, the war on drugs has been going on since the 70s, and
so do you think we
haven't gotten anywhere? All drugs should be legal? I mean, no and yes. On the marijuana definitely, and it's on the way. Marijuana should have never been illegal, and I don't smoke weed, but I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal. People that smoke weed don't do crimes, they don't have DUIs, they're not violent. You know, why is marijuana
to our knowledge? I mean,
you know, a lot of these athletes that get, and a lot of people that get hooked on painkillers and all this legal drugs, like, you know, I would prefer they smoke weed. Now, do you want people doing like harder drugs? No, you don't want people doing like cocaine and heroin and some harder drugs. But then on the other hand, has stopping them worked? What drugs, and I know you just started watching it, but were there any drugs in particular that the one lady had a crack pipe under her desk?
What?
I don't know the extent of her usage, but I know that was one of the first things that they talked about.
Wow.
So
let's see who's, oh yeah, they hopped over. Let's go this way.
Going back to the weed thing too, I know right about now a lot of us could use some marijuana. Okay, so you know, I think the dispensaries are doing really well too. So
is it legal here in Georgia?
I don't think we're there yet. I think like the CBD oil and stuff is, but I don't think we're like fully, like, we don't have dispensaries yet or anything like that. So so anyway, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on this topic.
Yeah, you know, should the drugs be legal?
Yeah.
if so, should they all be legal?
Right, or do we draw the line?
Are there certain ones? So this is what the park is looking like right now. We, like I said, of course, are keeping our distance. What do you guys think? Is everybody pretty far apart? I don't know. What do you think, babe? I think everybody's keeping their distance. I think they're doing pretty good.
By the way, there's never been, I mean, and this park isn't crowded, but you never see this many people. This is like a little out of the way park.
Yeah.
That nobody knows about in our neighborhood. And this is a lot of people.
This is a lot of people for this particular park. It's really hidden away. And unless you live in this neighborhood, you'd never even see it. It's a very unassuming little out of the way park. But as you can see, people are out here thrusting and thriving, living their best quarantine lives. We are back from our little walk in the park, and when I tell you, everybody was out. Everybody is out in our little park today. As we were walking, we just saw more and more people coming and decided it's probably best that we head home. But I'm getting ready to take a shower, make a smoothie. But before I head upstairs, I wanted to share with you guys my latest little house project. I know I am not the only one who is running around the house looking for projects to do, to start, to complete. So you guys will have to let me know below what you are working on. I showed you guys the refrigerator. I'll try to link that video below if you have not seen it. I completely reorganized my refrigerator, and I have to say that Eric and Chase are doing their best to keep it neat. But the most recent thing has been my pantry, kind of, sort of. The pantry was really always pretty organized, but what I did here the other day was come in and change out all the labels. So I'm gonna turn you guys around so that you can actually see. Yeah, you can't see with me holding it, so let me turn you guys around. All right, so when you walk in, you are greeted with all new container labels. Now, these are the same containers. They were emptied out, washed, and cleaned. The food that was, you know, expired or something that I no longer wanted, I did go ahead and, you know, toss that. But the other things, you know, I just put in a clean bowl and then, you know, put them back in once the containers were all dry. But as you can see, I have new labels on everything, and I love these labels. I love these labels. To me, they just look really Parisian, really eclectic. I like that some of the labels are smaller than others. Some are a little bit larger than others. And yeah, I just love the look of it. It did take a few minutes to get the original labels off, but you guys know, a little goop off, a little soapy water, and you know, that's all you'll need. But I love it. It just looks so fresh now. My other labels, if you will recall, they were a circular shape and they were black. And I found over time that those black labels they were starting to smudge and get all over the doors and stuff. So I just like these better. I made these myself. They're like little stickers and they are dishwasher safe. I have already tried them out. So these labels are on. They are on. But as you see, I do need to kind of re-up on some of the items here in my pantry. The stores that we go to, you know, for us is mainly Kroger. They are out of a lot of things, and so, you know, I'm not really worried about it right now. I'm just getting the staples, things that we need. I don't have a need for powdered sugar or, you know, panko right now or Kodiak cakes. So those are a little bit sparse, but everything else is pretty up to date. But yeah, loving how it turned out. Oh, also, you guys will recall that over here I had placed, what was it? Some lavender and rosemary. I don't know what happened. I don't know if when I purchased them, they were infested, but I saw little gnats flying around them and they had to go. I did repot them and put them outside, but they can't stay in here. But I do have, I think, a cactus. No, it's a succulent that I'm going to place there. I think that'll be cute. But anyway, let me go ahead, make my smoothie, hop in the shower, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. But look, don't forget, let me know what projects you guys are working on around the house, because I know that I'm not the only one. I know you guys are up to something. Leave a comment, let me know what it is below.
What's up, YouTube family? You guys know what day it is. You know what time it is. We're gonna do our pink package shout outs for the Unfrumpy Mommy store. Before we jump into the pink packages, I want to give a shout out to all of y'all that saw the Bop It challenge that was rigged. Obviously, I'm the one that normally wins the Bop It challenges. But you know, it's the Unfrumpy Mommy Life channel, so I gotta make the wife look good. You know what I mean? How does it look if she loses on her channel?
Bop it! Wow, you beat Bop It. Score 100.
Oh, come on. No.
Twist it. Twist it. Bop it. Pull it. Oh! Too fast for you. Score 13.
We'll see y'all next week on the next episode of the Bop It challenges.
So I had to, you know, throw the game, and yeah, I had to let her win one. But normally, obviously, I'm the one that always wins the Bop It challenges. So we're just gonna leave it at that and start our shout outs. So Carla O from Sacramento, California. Shout out to Carla. Appreciate your support of the store. Sarah Y from Minneapolis. Shout out to Sarah. I just read an article, I think, recently where they talked about apparently Prince's siblings were complaining that they weren't getting any proceeds from his estate. So I don't know how true that is, but I thought that was an interesting story. But anyway, shout out to Sarah Y from Minneapolis. All right, I'm gonna be honest, guys. All right, I did lose the Bop It challenge, but here's the thing. You guys may not, so you guys probably know my wife and I met at when we were undergraduates at Florida A&M University, FAMU. We met basically our senior years at FAMU. What you may not know is that my wife was in the world famous Marching 100 Florida A&M FAMU Rattler marching band. So although she lacks rhythm, really, in my opinion, she learned how to be rhythmic. She learned rhythm from being in the marching band. That's the thing. So she played the clarinet or the piccolo, one of them. I think she played the piccolo. This was before I met her. By the time I met her, she wasn't in the band anymore. But prior to me meeting her, she was in the Marching 100, played the piccolo. So she learned some rhythm from, you know, doing the little Marching 100 routines or whatever. But that's the reason she won, y'all. So I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. Anyway, Avila A from Detroit. Shout out to her. Love Detroit. Big shout out to Detroit. Detroit. Sharon B, who has bought many times from us. I recognize that name. Thank you so much for your support, Sharon. As well as everybody else that we're giving shout outs to. I want to give a special shout out to Sharon B though from New York, because this address does say New York, and we know they're going through a little bit of a tough time right now. So our thoughts and prayers and appreciation go out to Sharon B and her family during this time. Okay, I'm going to butcher this name. I'm going to butcher this, but it is what it is. Friedra V from Yonkers, New York. Shout out to Yonkers. I know a lot of great hip hop and R&B came out of Yonkers, so shout out to Yonkers. Andrea C from DeSoto, Texas. Shout out to Texas. Got a lot of packages. Some of these are UPS, some of these are USPS. Shout out to Chanel B from West Palm Beach, Florida. When I went to Florida A&M, as I just mentioned, got on my orange today. A couple of my roommates and a lot of my buddies' friends that I hung out with came from West Palm Beach in the Miami area. So shout out to all of South Florida. Pamels D, hopefully I'm not butchering that name, also from Washington, D.C. I always love D.C. Big fan of go-go music. Also, when I was at Florida A&M, went to a lot of D.C. parties that had a lot of good go-go music. Meg D from Blythewood, South Carolina. Used to live in South Carolina for like 3 or 4 years when the wife and I went to grad school and were working. I'm not sure where Blythewood is, but we lived in Greenville. I've spent a lot of time in South Carolina. Leslie F from Leesburg, Virginia. Again, Leslie, much appreciated. Appreciate your supporting the store here. Especially, I know in this time, a lot of us, well, just about all of us, are confined to online shopping. I think all of the Marshall's brand stores are closed. So that's Marshall's, Ross, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. My wife is about to die because she can't go into Home Goods once a week. I'm not complaining though. So yeah, we appreciate, a lot of us, that's the only way we can shop. So we appreciate you spending your hard-earned money with the Unfrumpy Mommy store. And the last one is Barbara F from Louisville, Kentucky. I've been to Louisville many, many times. Great city. So shout out to her. And yeah, thanks everyone again for continuing to support the store. I think we need to I'm going to redeem myself on this Bop It challenge. I think we need to do another one of those and upload it. And I'm going to get to 100. That's my goal by the end of April. If we're going to be stuck inside all April, I'm going to get that Bop It challenge. You guys just watch.